The message I have for you is look at how far you have made it. You have made so much progress in your life that I don't realize that you know that you are at the finish line. You have literally crossed the finish line. I can see the black and white checkered, finish line. Okay. And it's like, it's time to go and get your medals. It's time to go and get your placement. And you were in a race with yourself. So of course you come in first place. The only person you've been comparing yourself with is you, the older versions of yourself, and every day transmuting that energy and becoming a different version of yourself. Jumping timelines, shifting timelines. And I am here to tell you, you have made so much progress. You have made it so much further than what you realize. So give yourself a clap. Give yourself some credit. You are not giving yourself credit for how far you have come. You are playing your successes small. Just because you have not reached certain dreams or highlights is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys may have highlights in your hair. You can be a hairdresser, right? But just because you haven't reached the quote unquote highlight of your life, you've reached so many highlights because you've been busting through all of these challenges that have been on your life path. Isn't that a highlight? Doesn't that deserve some credit? Doesn't that deserve some recognition? You have made it out of so many traps that were set for you spiritually. And you have made it out. We're not just talking about earth. We're talking about spiritual, beyond the earth realm, beyond the planets, beyond the galaxy. What just is, that just is energy. That's very, very important. You have made it out. Your energy is one of one. You are very special. You are very unique for what you have made it out of. Spiritually and earthly. The thing is, you experienced it on earth, the challenges that you've experienced, that race that you've been running, you experienced it physically on earth. But the reason you were experiencing it physically on earth is because it was a spiritual energy over your life that you've had to work through. We can call those traumas or curses or bad luck over yourself or the family and the DNA or whatever it is. You've been breaking generational curses. You have been breaking generational habits. You have been breaking generational traumas. And baby, you have been going, and you have crossed the finish line. And so you're so used to just going. You haven't stopped to smell the roses. You don't even realize you're in a rose garden right now. You may feel like you're still on a track, or your physical may still look the same, or you may not see again your wish fulfilled, so to speak, within your experience just yet. That's because you just crossed the finish line. Okay, catch your breath. Go get some water. Talk to the fans in the crowd. Talk to your family in the crowd. Talk to the supporters. Talk to the other people that's been running a race. And just before you know it, the officials is going to tell everybody, okay, now we're about to come give out these medals. So you have to realize you're in that space between of running so long, that Knight of Pentacles energy. You've been putting in the groundwork for long lasting results. You've just crossed the finish line, and now it's like, okay, take a breather. You need to look up and really shift your perspective and pay attention to your surroundings and realize just how far you have made it, because that shift in your mindset alone will help you be like, hell yeah, I've made it out of this and out of that. And you still here though, right? So that means that you have been going in the right direction. And now it's time for it to pay off. It's time for you to get those medals. It's time for you to now get your wish fulfillment. It's time for the world to see you. It's time for your business to take off. It's time for your union to be successful. Whatever this is for you, you have come so far. You've made it out of poverty. You've broken so many different chains of scarcity here. I got some notes here. So I said you made it out of poverty, you made it out of jobs and so forth. You made it out of certain relationships, certain friendships, okay, certain financial hardships, certain habits and addictions, low self-concepts, confidence, all of that. You did that. You made it out. I had to, when I was getting the message, I had to write it down because it just kept flowing. I was like, okay, let me put some pen to some paper. Y'all need to write something down, or there's something that you have written down and you're going to see it come to life. You're seeing your vision board come to life. You're seeing your Pinterest mood boards come to life. The manifestation work that you've been writing and journaling, it's coming to life. It's here. You've crossed the finish line already. And again, I don't know if you've realized that. Do you want to keep running? Do you want to keep going? You know, it's like, of course, there's levels to this. We have to keep living, right? So there's going to be, you know, things that we have to continue to push through, you know, as we continue to live, right? But I'm talking about there was a really dark time or dense time, or there was a really difficult shadow work time that you were in. You were doing shadow work. You went on a healing journey. And a lot of that had to play out in real time, in real life. So maybe your money was looking funny. Maybe people were being removed out of your life. I heard extracted out of your life. You need to extract some things out your life, or you've extracted some things out your life. Or maybe you're on that final leg where you're like, Spirit is saying, this is the last thing you got to let go of. This is the last thing, assignment you got to do type of thing. And literally immediately right there next day type ish, like, okay, you good. But like I said, your people could have been being removed from your life, having to deal with breakups of friendships, breakups of romantic lovers. You've been separated from jobs for many of you all. Again, your money, your household, there could have been arguing and conflicts and just things that was going on. But you made it out. You made it out of the financial difficulty. Some of you guys have literally broken out of ever having to work again. Like I said, y'all made it out of jobs. Y'all don't ever have to work again. That's not for everybody. Everybody has different paths. Take what's for you. And you're full-blown entrepreneur. You did that. Ain't nobody in your family ever did that. And if they have, they ain't done it to your extent. They're not making an impact how you are. So I'm hearing local or local city. So there's something about you being very popular locally as well. So some of you guys can have boots on the ground type of ish. I was just having a conversation with somebody about having boots on the ground. A18. But whoever you are definitely being recognized. First in the spirit. Spirit recognizes you. But people are going to start seeing just how your rose, how much your rose garden has blossomed. I was trying to find the way to put that. People can see that you have a beautiful rose garden. People saw that you were I heard a rose that grew out of the concrete. So people can already see that you were a rose this whole time type of energy. Your name could be Rose, or Rose could be significant. Roses could be significant. I know I have some red roses sitting here on my desk. Okay. I buy myself flowers often. Okay. So, but people could tell that you were building a rose garden, or that you were growing a rose garden before you even knew. So people already knew that it was going to be beautiful. But since you're the one in there pruning and gardening and doing everything, you haven't been able to look up to see just how beautiful that your creation is, of what you have made. I'm hearing something lovely will grow from this. You just been in the soil working, head down working. It's like, baby, hold your head up. Keeping your head up. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. That's what I'm hearing. Things are getting easier for you. You just got to look up and shift your perspective and see that things are getting easier for you. It's going to take you to see that it's actually easier. You have to shift your mindset to see that 10-10. You have to dead those old thoughts, those old timelines that's not working for you. And once you shift your mind, you're going to see, oh, I am at the finish line. Oh, shit, my rose garden smell good as period. I'm hearing Outcast roses really smell like boo boo. It's like you took that boo boo, you took that fertilizer, and you made it into fertilizer, and you grew your roses. So the rose garden, it may have a stench, so to speak, because it was the fertilizer, but that'll go away. I am here to let you know that you have made it so far to the finish line. And you need to look up to realize that you have passed every test. You have done everything you've needed to do to be able to experience your wish fulfillments, to be able to experience your medals, your recognitions, the things that you are manifesting. So congratulations to you. I'm always going to tell you congratulations in my videos because that's just the energy, okay? It's like we celebrating all the time over here, okay? You always celebrating, okay? You always celebrating your wins. It's like throw your hands up because you've crossed that finish line. You've created something beautiful within yourself, but also within your 3D reality. Last time people saw you, you was working in the garden. They knew you was building. They knew you was growing some things, but they didn't know how the finished artwork or the finished painting was going to come out, is the example I'm giving. So some of you guys are definitely artists. You guys have art. You guys been working on painting something or drawing something up for somebody or to have your work commissioned. So that's a sign for somebody. You've been in the process. They always knew that you were talented. They always knew that you was gifted. Everybody could see it, but now you don't even have to say it. Everybody saw you run the race. Everybody saw you cross the finish line. It's like people could see that you were, because they have a different vantage point. Okay, so they can see that you were crossing the finish line in the race before you even realized. Trust me, the people see you. And now it's time for you to see you and for you to give yourself credit for making it so far out of all of the challenges, traumas, all of the generational things that were placed on your family that you broke through. It's time for you to give yourself credit to say that you broke through that for yourself. You did that. You ran the race. And not just for you, but for your family, for your ancestors, for all those that are coming after you, for your children, for your household. So you get to benefit, and everyone energetically and physically that's connected to you gets to benefit as well, which is exactly why you're being recognized and receiving your wish fulfillment. It's time for you to enjoy the fruits of all of your labor. These are your messages. Thank you all so much for your continued love and support. You all can jump on a phone call with me down below in the description bar, and we can dive deeper into your experience at this time, give you the clarity for any answers that you have been seeking. And go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you have not done so already. Also share this video, and baby, I will see you all in the next one. I am motivational speaker Nayla LATRICE. Peace.